Hello and welcome to day 2 of getting lean and healthy with me for getting up the hills. So yeah, I'm at the top of a hill today and I got up here super easy because I'm lean. And in this series, I'm going to show you every day for, well, potentially quite a few weeks, because also I'm targeting the British National Hill Climb Championships here in the UK. And we're going to see how lean can I get for meeting what I recommend, the Freedom weight loss lifestyle. So that is a vegan, high sugar, low fat, low protein lifestyle for sustainable. So this is a sustainable weight loss lifestyle. So just quickly, I'll also go over what foods I recommend, but just to give a brief outline of what I mean. So on the foods that I recommend, you eat as much carbohydrate as you want, but you limit your fat and protein intake. And I've eaten like this for years, and I'm going to see targeting with training as well. So you'll see what training I'm going to do, what I eat to always be lean. And no, you don't need to destroy your health as a cyclist to get lean. So there's two ways of getting lean. Okay, so there's the mainstream way, which is calories in versus calories out. So with this, if you think, so from my right to left, so from your left to right, so if you imagine in time, so this is a graph in time, and this is weight. So if we said weight was this way and time was this way, so if you imagine there's like a graph here. So with the calories in versus calories out model, your weight goes like this, okay, over time, and gradually over time, it's an ascending weight, okay? So you calories in, calories out, you starve yourself, your weight goes down, then you binge, and then you count calories again, and you cut and you starve, and then you binge and it goes up, and you go up and down like this. So this is yo-yo dieting. And the CICO model is the psycho model. Okay? That's what I call it. So none of that rubbish. On this channel, because you're eating high carbohydrate, low fat, low protein, your weight goes like this. Okay? So from right to left, it goes like this. Just goes like that. You just stay lean. Okay? So you lose weight, and then on high carb, low fat, low protein, you just stay like this. And you eat as much of the food as I recommend, and I'll show you what foods I eat. So like and subscribe, and then you don't need to be conned by the mainstream message of high fat, high protein. Eat as much as you can, eat as much as you want of fat and protein, and then starve yourself to lose weight. Then eat as much fat and protein as you can, then starve yourself, then eat as much as you can, then starve yourself, then eat as much as you can. Okay? No, no, that's stupid. Okay? So yes, the British National Hill Climb Championships is about 6-7 weeks from now, and yeah, I was about 67 kilos, just over 67. It was about 67.2 kilos, about 67 kilos, a 5'11", and yeah, coming into this series, I was injured. I was off the bike. Yeah, I was off the bike injury. So yeah, I did eat a little bit more fat, because I always recommend not being really lean when you're going to start a training block. If you add just a little bit of fat, because yes, on the foods I recommend, you'll be getting really lean, and you don't really want to be adding fat into your training nutrition, because you want to get the best results from training. So you want to recover better, you want your glycogen stores to be filled. You don't want excess dietary fat affecting your metabolism by poisoning your mitochondria. So mainly excess fat, but also a little bit of protein, but mainly excess fat poisons the mitochondrial efficiency, and you don't want that, obviously. So you don't really want to be adding fat into your training to maintain your weight. You want to have added it before, and then you can lean down in a healthy way from that. So essentially my weight went up a little bit a few weeks ago, and now I'm leaning back down, and that way I don't need to keep adding fat in vegan sources of fat, so vegan chips and vegan pizza and vegan ice cream. But you don't really want to be adding that in while you're training, because that's just going to affect your training nutrition and your recovery, and you don't want that. Okay, so like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video, and then I'll see you for I'll do a recap at the end. I'll probably just show you how many grams of carbohydrate I had, and then you'll be able to follow along. So yeah, follow along, and you'll be able to, because I'm a human being, it'll work for you. So yes, get to the top of the hills and stop destroying your health and your mental health, okay? Just be like me, okay? There is an alternative to being fat and sick, and you don't need to do what everyone else does, okay? I'm here to help. Hopefully these videos inspire you to get on your bike, get up the hills, burn fat, and enjoy life.
This is what I'm having for breakfast for my weight loss. Okay, so always lean on this channel, and this is the secret is it's high sugar. So the fear of sugar is robbing you of being fit and healthy. So this is how I eat quite often, most mornings. So I've got, this is a mini watermelon, so gonna have that, and that's the half of a normal size watermelon, so it's about 1.5 watermelons. This is my second glass of, it's tropical juice, so I think it's mango and orange juice, I think. So that's the second glass. And then I've got 5, I'm gonna have 5 about sort of normal ripe sized, but I would actually usually have bananas a little bit more ripe than this. It's just, this is all I had that was available. So low fat, low protein, high sugar.
So there they are, the mountains, at least in the UK. So these mountains, as I would call them behind me, they're probably about topping out at about 1,500 feet or so, maybe touching about 2,000 feet. And you don't need to fear them, okay? So stop fearing the mountains and the hills, as long as you live the lifestyle. So if you live the lifestyle that allows you to combat your fears, okay? So the lifestyle that allows you to combat your fears. So in this case, we're not talking about spiders, okay? We're talking about something much scarier. Climbing up the mountains, up the hills. So I live the lifestyle of weight loss, sustainable weight loss, and that also allows me to combat my fear. I don't think I've ever really had a fear of hills, but yeah, if you're lean, it's so much more enjoyable, and you don't need to, if you give in to this idea that, oh, I can just eat lots of fatty foods, I just burn it off through cycling, all you're going to do is just lower the quality of your riding, because when you get out, all you're thinking about is, well, I have to burn fat, this is all I'm doing my riding for, is I have to burn fat. Well, no, the reason why you're riding is because you're adding something that's enjoyable to life and fun. So riding the bike is fun, it's meant to be fun, gives you a sense of freedom that nothing else does. So stop ruining that by adding on top, well, I have to get out and burn calories and burn fat calories, okay? So stop doing that. Just enjoy eating, okay? Enjoy eating the foods that allow you to be happier in life, okay? So low fat foods, high in carbohydrate. This allows you to enjoy eating and enjoy going out riding your bike as well. So stop taking away the enjoyment from something that is so pure, okay? So pure in having fun. So just like on your bike, why would you go out and ride with, a super heavy bike? So this is a 6.8 kilo road bike. Why go out and buy a bike that weighs 8 kilos with disc brakes? If you get a bike for performance, so a 6.8 kilo road bike for performance, so the thing you need to remember about the disc brake bike, it's not the disc, okay? It's about the tire contact on the ground. So it's ridiculous really having discs on roads, because it's the tire is the limiting factor in stopping, not the braking performance. Just for the average person, the average person doesn't need disc brakes, okay? On a road bike, it's the tire that limits the performance of braking and stopping from day-to-day use. And if you create a lifestyle, for a fun lifestyle for losing weight, so eating foods that are fun to eat, that are going to help you to lose weight, creating a lifestyle based on the bike and eating foods that are fun, okay? Fun. So if something's fun, You'll do it one day, then the next, and then the next, and the next, because why would you want to do anything else? Okay. So you're eating foods that are fun, you're doing training that's fun, you're riding a bike that's fun to ride, and not just super heavy with big fat tires. Okay. So 6.8 kilo road bike, no more than 25mm tires, pumped up to a high pressure, and you feel every pedal stroke going that way, going forward. And I've just noticed there's a big fat caterpillar here. Look at that. It's not amazing. Can you see it? What do you think that's going to turn into? A lean butterfly? Wow, it's beautiful, isn't it? Wow. That's why you should get a bike as well, because you'll be able to see nature as well, like that. Wow. That's huge. My finger for comparison. You can see it. It's very well camouflaged. Look at that. Amazing. Out here in nature. Look at that. The camera's not great at focusing at close range. It's not great.
This is what I'm having for dinner. So a lot of rice. After today, I did a long bike ride, or as I call it, having fun moving your body. So there's also a can of mixed beans, some pepper for taste, some basil as well, bit of chili sauce, and then some beetroot juice with 100 grams of sugar in it.